Hi, Tomato. Where are we going today?
Today, we are going to meet Jasper, Pittard
Yep.
and Tom Campbell.
And who are they when they're in their lunchbox?
Jasper and Tom are the founders of AFL Players for Climate Action.
What the heck is that?
It's very exciting. It is a group that they've founded, I think last year, off the back of a conversation they started having in 2019.
Why were they having the conversation tomorrow?
Because of the bushfires.
Oh.
The devastating bushfires, which really brought climate change from a future thing to it's happening now for the players who realised climate change is changing the sports that we play and we love. They all had to train inside because of all the smoke from the bushfires. So they started having a conversation which led to them founding this organisation to get everyone in AFL on board, having the conversation and taking action on climate. So that's what they want us to do too. They want us to get started, have the conversation with someone you love and get started together, wherever it is, if it's in your workplace, in your school, your university.
Or just at home watching Ted Lasso. The only way I know how to sing. Yeah, gotta love Ted Lasso. Are we there yet though? Knock knock. Are we there yet? She's a man-eater.
I'm better if I look this way. Pretty bright.
It could be climate change.
Tom and Jasper, take one.
Who are you and why am I interviewing you?
My name's Jasper Pittard and I am a co-founder of AFL Players for Climate Action.
And my name's Tom Campbell and I'm also a co-founder of AFL Players for Climate Action.
And I think you're interviewing us because you want to know a bit about what we're doing.
So where are we? What are we doing here? And why are we doing it?
We're at Vic Park, a bit of an iconic suburban footy ground in Melbourne. And yeah, we're here to talk about the importance of climate action and how specifically we can hopefully use footy to do more in this space.
What opened your eyes to the climate emergency?
For us, it was the experience of the Black Summer bushfires. We were in the middle of pre-season, 2019-20, and it was something as simple as the smoke impacting our training. We were seeing images right around Australia of the devastating impacts of those fires, and we started talking about the impact of climate change on natural disasters like the Black Summer bushfires. Our
training was moved indoors for a period of time in the 2020 pre-season because of the smoke from the fire drifting down from the east coast, and although a very small impact compared to many of the people who actually lost lives and homes, dwelling in the city like we do, you're kind of a bit detached from the actual impacts. They're all afar, so this was probably an example, one of the first times personally where I felt like it actually impacted us here in the city of Melbourne.
What's the mood of other AFL players around climate change?
We were really fortunate to be able to survey over 600 AFL players and we found that 92% are concerned about climate change and the impact that climate change will have on the future of our game. So there's a deep level of concern in our playing groups from the AFLM and AFLW, and we're really keen to make a difference.
Climate action in sports is massive in the UK right now. Forest Green Rovers, the world's first carbon neutral football club. The players and the fans have a vegan menu. I mean, do you see something like that happening in Australia now or in the future?
Yeah, I definitely think that that's the way forward for clubs in the AFL. We just need to get that ball rolling, and it's awesome to have such great organisations and clubs around the world already leading that charge. So there is a blueprint for us. We don't have to reinvent the wheel, but it's certainly the way forward, and we take a lot of inspiration from these clubs.
What do you say to your AFL fans who don't understand the climate emergency?
I'd say to them, join us and start having these conversations. Our way in was through education. And we didn't really start from a very big base of knowledge, and it's been through simply educating ourselves and having conversations with the people around us that we've been able to drive action and take action within our game. So to footy fans, join us and start having the conversation.
What would you like to see the clubs doing?
Well, a great start for every AFL club would be to sign the UNFCCC Sports for Climate framework. Really, it's getting your foot in the door, starting a journey. And Richmond have done that already, and they've got their Richmond Green, really taking sustainability seriously and putting some plans in place to start implementing that going into the future. And yeah, we'd love to see all clubs starting to jump on board in that area.
What's one thing someone like me and our audience can do?
I would say the one thing that somebody could do who's watching this is have a conversation with the people that you love. This is an important issue that impacts everybody, and I think for Jasper and I, we thought that we were going to get some pushback when we had that conversation with people, and it's just not the case. I think people are really open to this conversation and they want to hear about what the solutions are that are at hand right now.
I think as well, if you're concerned about where your workplace sits in terms of sustainability, have that conversation with your colleagues or someone high higher up at your work and ask the question, like, what are we doing around this? Like, can we do better? Have we even thought about our impact on the environment? For us, education has been probably the key to just getting our foot in the door. So find a podcast, find an article, or, find a group. You join up to AFL Players for Climate Action, or join a local community who's doing. There's so many awesome organisations and community-led organisations out there who are doing this stuff. So find something that resonates with you, that's close to you. And for us, I think there's a lot of great local footy clubs who are doing awesome work. Footy clubs really do provide that sense of community and belonging. So that's a good place to start as well.
I've got to ask, are all football coaches just like Ted Lasso?
Not all footy coaches are like Ted Lasso, but we'd love to see more players like Sam Obisanya who really take steps and action on issues that they care about, like climate change.
Climate is life.
Yeah, that's right.
So why on earth are you wanting to protect the planet?
Well, we live here.
We live here.
I love that. That was
Professional. Now we kick torps.
All right, so you've told me, join up, have the conversation with the loved ones, make the change.
We've got this.
We got this.